We're joined today by international singer Gemma Louise Doyle, who's a versatile and passionate music artist and live entertainer. Hello, Gemma.
Hi Ross. Hi Chris.
Hi Gemma, great to have you on the show.
Great to be here, thank you.
So Gemma, just briefly, you've had quite a big career that's expanded quite a lot over the past 8 years, and you've played in some great places around the world. Care to share a little bit about that for our listeners?
Yes, for about 8 years now, I've been a professional singer. I've travelled to Las Vegas where I've performed. I've sang as a headline artist on cruises around the world, and I've been to some music festivals where I've done my own show. And at the moment I'm doing a lot for events all around London, Scotland, Wales, all across the UK, corporate events and weddings. So very busy and I love it.
Gemma, you have a very interesting story kind of about how you became a singer and why you wanted to do it. Can you tell the listeners just a wee bit about that?
Well, yeah, it's always been in my heart since I can remember being 3 years old. We've still got cassette tapes of me singing. It was always my dream, but I was actually a very shy child, and when I was a teenager, I was really critically poorly quite suddenly, and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness at one stage, and I ended up in hospital for most of my teenage years, for about 5 years. Obviously, that was a really difficult part of my life, but during that time, I started singing in front of people, and that kind of brought my confidence out, and people were really, really enthusiastic and kind, commenting, and some of the patients even around the hospital were sending notes saying that they felt better. And so when I had this strength and I left hospitals, I stepped onto stage and I started winning sort of talent competitions, and I noticed how music can really affect people, and that was my passion in my heart, to make people happier with live music. And so that's been my driving force ever since, and it's made me a stronger person really in the music industry and doing what I love. So yeah, it's great.
Fantastic. So would you say that the music and the singing then, Gemma, was something that was pivotal to your recovery in hospital?
Yeah, because I know that illness is a really difficult thing for people and it affects everyone in different ways, but my overall core belief is that our minds and the way that we use the strength that we have inside of us can really affect our recovery and how our entire lives really, every thought that we have and the way that we focus on things. I believe that we literally can determine our own lives. So when I had this passion and something to focus on, I believe that really could have been a vital part of my recovery, yeah.
Yeah, Gemma, there's a really nice quote that you've given us. It says, Gemma believes every person has a unique purpose in life and that we're all one, here to help make each other's lives better. I think that's a really poignant quote. What kind of made you say that then? What's hit in your head that it's brought that quote out of you?
Well, I think the best feeling that especially I have on stage, as you will probably know as well, Ross, is the way that people can change. You can completely change the way people feel from performing and music. And I think that everybody has talents, their own unique talents, and also if they don't have a specific talent that they're following, they might be caring for somebody, or they might be even just a good wife or a good mother or a good friend. And, you can really, I think the best feeling that we have in our lives is when you help somebody else and you make them feel happier. And so my belief is that must be one of the reasons, at least one of the reasons why we're actually here. And I think that should be a focal point of people's lives, really.
Yeah, you've said the word reasons quite a few times, and that obviously links to your first original song, which was released on iTunes and made the UK charts. What's that song about then? Do you think that links with what we've maybe spoken about just there?
It is actually, yeah. I co-wrote this song with a friend of mine who was original member of Iron Maiden, the rock band, Tony Moore, and I wrote the song in London together. And we based it upon my story of healing and a purpose in life. but we also wrote it so that it can relate to other people. And recently I sang for a wedding, and they asked for that song to be their first dance, which was quite special, really, because they felt the words in the song were true to their story of how they found each other. So I really like that we did that.
Can you quickly just introduce the song for us then, Gemma?
This is my first official release. It's not my first original song, but it is the first official release onto iTunes. It's called Reason.
And when I opened my eyes, I saw you waiting by my side, ready there to set me free. Would you be my destiny? You are my reason to keep on believing in all that's in my heart. You make me stronger, no longer afraid to reveal and to start my life again. You gave purpose to me, words to sing. Now let it be. The power of love is here inside. Only you bring me to life. You are my reason to keep on believing in all that's in my heart. You make me stronger, no longer afraid to reveal and to start my life You are my reason to keep on believing in all that's in my heart. You make me stronger, no longer afraid to reveal and to start my life
So Gemma, now you've recorded 5 albums, some of which are available to order signed copies or downloads direct from your website, gemma-doyle.com.
Yes, there's a few different albums on there, and they have an eclectic mixture of different music, from West End musicals to covers by Whitney Houston, divas, Celine Dion, Bette Midler, and also some of my own inspirational original music, and also some rock songs as well.
So, a massive diversity.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to try and appeal to a wide variety of different ages, really.
Yeah, no, that really, really shows. You've entertained quite a number of kind of famous personalities. Is there anyone that kind of stands out that you performed for?
I have worked with Jimmy Osmond. I've worked with some prime ministers, or I performed for prime ministers and royal families around the world. And I love especially to meet different nationalities, because I believe that we're all, at the core, we're all one. I also recently performed for a director of Park Plaza Resorts, who's a wonderful, inspirational gentleman. His name is Eli Papachaudo, and he's done some extremely inspirational things in his lifetime. And looking forward to performing for him again in a few weeks' time. If anybody's interested, any listeners, to see where I might be performing near where they are, or if they're travelling around the UK and they like to see some live entertainment, if they Google search Gemma Louise Doyle, you'll find my website with a shows page, a list of all the performances I'm doing around the UK there.
Fantastic. You're also collaborating with a lot of producers at the moment, Gemma, to release some more music. So can we expect to see more albums coming out from you in the near future?
So yeah, I am currently deciding which producers I would like to make some more original music with, and I'm sure we'll have a new album, fingers crossed, for Christmas this year.
Amazing. So one of your fans' favourites is your second ever original song, The Stars Are With Us. Again, can you just give us a wee bit of a background of why you wrote that song?
Yeah, again, I mean, I do a lot of cover music as well, but this song is something that a lot of people have reacted to. One of my friends actually wrote the music for it, and he didn't do much with the song, and it just captivated me. He had just the instrumental, and I asked him, please, if you're not going to use your talent, he's actually gone into the property industry now. I said, please, could I possibly use this music and record my own vocals? And I wrote the lyrics based upon the fact that the core message, it's any way that anybody listens to it, they can interpret the words in their own way. But the core message behind it is that anything is possible. We live in an infinite universe, and we can create whatever we believe in our hearts. Even though you don't always see what's around us or what isn't there, it doesn't mean that it can't actually be created. A few years ago, the internet didn't even exist, and look at it now. It's like changing every day. So that's kind of the message, that I like people to be creative and to not always just see things as they are right in front of their faces.
Fantastic. And could you just introduce this song for us, Gemma, for our listeners?
This is my original song called The Stars Are With Us.
Perfect night, can't you see? There are things which will set you free. Let the music take you away to a different place today. The love is all around you. Can you feel it inside? When you look inside your heart, the truth is there you'll find. Ever-changing world, looked at with an open mind. Anything can happen when you let your heart decide. Open your eyes, look outside. You can see they're here with me, they're here for you. The stars are with us, the stars are always with us, shining with us, even though you may only really see them in a clear night sky. perfect night, can't you see? When you believe you will receive, when you're thinking this way, night will never be the same. Lost without love is taking its toll. But let the night embrace your soul. You have all that you need. It's here inside your sea. So enjoy the sunshine, dance in the rain. Welcome the angels are here again, guiding love for the things you do. They are watching over you. Close your eyes, come alive. You know it's true, they're here with me, they're here for you. The stars are with us, the stars are always with us, shining with us. Even though we may only really see them in a clear night sky, this mysterious light. Can you see it? When you do believe it will come true. You can achieve it. Do you feel it? Look inside your heart this moment. We are all one. Stars are with us, stars are always with us, shine within us. Even though we may only really see in a clear night sky, the secrets here inside.
Another fantastic song there. Now, Gemma, I'm quite sure a lot of our listeners will be looking how to get in touch with you after hearing your music. Could you just kind of elaborate for us where listeners can catch up with what you're doing and how they can keep in touch?
Yeah, of course. If any of you would like to hear more of my music or have me perform for your own events, I'll be very happy to hear from you. You can find me on, if you Google search Gemma Louise Doyle, you'll find my website, and most of my social media links are on there. If you would like to receive updates from me with new music and videos and all the things I'm creating for you, and even show invitations, you can send me an email through my website and I'll keep you updated. Otherwise, you can also find me on all social media. If you just search Gemma Louise Doyle, you should be able to find me through there.
Fantastic. It's been absolutely lovely speaking to you this morning, Gemma. And it's been great hearing about everything that you've done and how you came into the music industry. It's been quite an inspiring story.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Gemma, and we wish you the very best of luck for the rest of the year, and we look forward to hearing your new album.
Thank you so much. Good luck with the show, guys. Thank you for having me.